Hey BBs, it's Max, and today I'm back with you guys for another video. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing super fierce. In today's video, we're switching it up a little bit and kind of moving aside from the dolls, and today we are becoming the doll, and I'm getting ready with you guys. This is a video that people have been requesting for a while. I did one of these videos like a million years ago, and honestly I don't even want to talk about it. I probably should scrub that video from the internet, but I want to give you guys more of an updated makeup routine. I feel like every year my makeup changes quite a bit, and today is actually really special because I'm test running my makeup for the Friday the 13th rave that I'm going to. I am so excited. So this makeup's not going to be like everyday makeup. It's going to be a little bit more glam. It's definitely a little bit more spooky, I'm hoping for. I'm actually honestly not even sure what the vibe is for today's makeup because I am just here sitting down and I'm just talk to y'all. And again, it's not going to be super doll focused. Dolls might be brought up. Obviously, I have dolls around me, and dolls continue to inspire my rave clothes agenda because I just love to go out and have a little fun and be out with my friends. And the reason I'm filming this on the 12th and not the 13th is because usually whenever I'm getting ready for actual raves or whenever I'm going out with my friends, whatever that may be, I am usually either on the phone with them or I'm at their house or not really paying attention. So I thought today I'd be able to have the time and the space to sit down with you guys and not rush and not go crazy and really take my time with my makeup and just explain to you guys how I do it. I know people have been dying to hear my lip combination, so I guess that's gonna be in today's video. I keep getting comments about that, which I kind of live for, like, oh my god, I'm the girl with the lip combo. And yeah, I'm excited and nervous. I've been trying to film this video though also since like January, when I was first trying to come out as trans, and I thought this would be a really good Pride Month kind of video as well, because again, we're talking more about life updates and less about dolls and more about who I am, maybe, I guess, because I don't know, I think people kind of are interested in that sometimes. But yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully talk to you guys, but I also do my makeup and multitask, so let's see how this goes. If this video is being posted, it means it went well and my makeup was done at the end of the video, so let's get into it. So usually when I get into makeup with like eyeshadow, I like to start with my eyeshadow first because then later on I can like fix it later. And the first thing we're going to start off with is the Pro Concealer from the LA Girl, and I like to prime my eyelids with this. And again, no idea what the makeup vibe is for today, and we're just going to go right on in with this little bit of a primer base. Hopefully, again, you guys can see what I'm doing. This is also not going to be the best makeup video in the world ever. Am I good at makeup? That's debatable. I don't even have the right brush actually with me in front of me. Let me find that. I like the e.l.f. brushes as well. I'm gonna try to make an Amazon, like, I think there's like things on Amazon where you like, it's like bundles. Like I can like give you guys like links from everything that I use. I bought these back like in COVID, like literally 2020 was when I bought most of my makeup. And a lot of the time, I mean, obviously like I buy new makeup. Like if something expires, like I will buy it again because I'm not gonna use like expired makeup, and obviously things run out. But like most of like my brushes, like this mirror that I'm using, I'll also try to, ooh, please my room do not be a disaster. This mirror low-key sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't work, but it's the mirror I've been using for quite some time. So yeah, a lot of the things I did buy a while ago, but it has still like honestly held up in my makeup collection in my journey. I don't really think I'm that rough with my stuff, but some people say, okay, wait, let me clock this, because sometimes y'all are like in the comments being like, you're so rough with your dolls, and I don't mean to be rough with my dolls. Maybe that's just how I am like in general, but like I try not to be too rough with my stuff, and I try not to be too terrible with it. But yeah, so obviously, again, I like to do a little bit of an eyeshadow primer with the concealer, just to make sure the eyeshadow sticks to my eyeballs, because, you know, when you're up and you're moving and you're grooving and you're doing thing, you don't want your eyeballs to fall off and get sweaty and gross. So I think the first thing I'm doing, this is like more of like a Halloween-y look. I like this palette. I actually have two of this palette because I forgot this palette at home when I went to Toy Fair, and I went to Five Below because I forgot like half of my brushes as well. Like when I was packing for that event, I had no thoughts, nothing in my brain, and so I have this one I'm trying to use up because the lid broke. I've been using this for like since like the Barbie movie. Like when the Barbie movie came out, I feel like I bought this with like a Barbie shirt the same day. So this palette has definitely been here, but it's the LA Colors Glam palette. It's just like, I don't know, like it's like cheap from Walmart, so that's kind of what I'm here for. I like to use a little brush. This is, I got as a gift. It's like a Paris Hilton brush, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like makeup honestly is really interesting because I think I go through phases with it. Oh, I'm also going to be using these. I'd like to mix these two for my outer ones, and I built it up. But I feel like makeup recently has been very, very interesting, where I feel like my relationship has definitely changed with it. I think every year my relationship obviously changes with makeup. I obviously do my makeup very, very differently, but this year's been very, very different and very interesting because I am coming into my transition. I'm coming into myself, and I'm coming into a dream of mine that I've had since I could remember. I remember, honestly, again, this is, I guess, my first formal coming out, really talking about me and my gender identity. I feel like I kind of feel bad. I never really made like a coming out video. I just kind of like came on with a wig one day and I'm like, here I am, and I updated my pronouns and everything. But it's really hard for me sometimes to like talk about it, like even with my in real life friends and even with like my family and everything, just because I don't like being vulnerable a lot of the times. I think it's definitely like one of my biggest weaknesses as a person, and maybe I shouldn't be using my YouTube channel as like a therapy session, but I definitely think there definitely are some dolls out in the community. And I know when I was, you know, figuring myself out, I looked at a lot of the really cool trans women in the community and the doll community to really help myself out. So this video is, again, mainly for the girls and mainly for the dolls who are confused. So if I get deep or whatever, not that I'm gonna get deep, but like, you know what I mean. I think it's really hard for me to be vulnerable. So I think part of that is that it's hard for me to even like talk about it. But I think makeup has definitely been my best friend sometimes when it comes to how I want to look and how I want to feel, and all of that kind of stuff. And my favorite thing to do definitely with my makeup is definitely my eyes. I love my eyes. I feel like the eyes are definitely like the centerpiece of a person. It's the first thing that I see, obviously, when you're talking to somebody, you're making eye contact. And I just love eyeshadow. That's kind of what I loved about makeup when I was first starting getting into makeup, was the eyes and like the eyeshadow and the lashes and the liner. And for a while I was just not wearing lashes, and I was really just, I don't know, like if I was doing worse or better without lashes. Like I feel like sometimes like how much effort I put into myself is definitely a reflection of how I feel in my body and my skin. And it's never been like I hate eyelashes. It just, I got really lazy, I think. But I have been very proud of myself. I've been getting back into eyelashes, and I've been getting back into that, which it makes me feel very euphoric, and it makes me feel very fishy, and it makes me feel very glamorous. And I need a blending brush. If I keep looking for brushes in this video, some of them are in the Bratz mug that I got at Five Below. Some of them are just scattered around my drawer, and then some of them I think I've just lost forever. Here is my blending brush. This is from Eco Tools. Actually, the label rubbed off on it. That's how long it's been in my makeup collection. But I just think eyes are definitely like the soul to the person. Eyes are just my favorite thing to do in my makeup routine. It's just sometimes I get very lazy with it, and sometimes I'm not good at it. Sometimes I just gotta keep going and blending and doing it. Sometimes it takes me a while to get my eyes right, and my eyes are still not right now. And I kind of wish I was doing something more exciting, honestly, with my makeup today. I feel like I'm low-key just gonna do the same thing I do every day, but maybe that's fine. I think the way that I'm gonna make this different from my normal makeup routine is going in maybe with like a black, and maybe a little bit glitter. We'll do a little black and a little glitter, and we'll dust it off, and we'll just see if I can build it up. Because again, I feel like going out and like, I think raves, again, they're not like, probably something I shouldn't be like recommending on the channel, but I'm very tame with it. I do not go crazy like some of these girls go. This is the first time I've been partying in like 2 months, like since March, I would say, is the last time I went out. And I don't know, I love this, the idea of having a space where you can really just dress as you want, come as you are, and do all that. And like, maybe I should not be promoting this on my doll channel, but sometimes you just have to look crazy before you get anywhere, and the way that I'm gonna help myself getting crazy is doing a cut crease. So I like to go in with a little bit of a Q-tip and kind of remove some of my excess makeup, and then I also have whatever's left of this micellar cleansing water, and I just dip it in because, girl, I get lazy with it. Or maybe I don't dip it in. I don't know why it won't open. You just gotta go. Ooh. I always get things all over me. At the end of the video, y'all, my makeup will be 100% just all over my actual outfit. Thank God I'm in pajamas right now. But I love a cut crease. I think it always makes my eyes look super fishy. And again, my favorite thing to do with my makeup is make my face look a little bit more like whoosh, less like dragged down. Like, I like everything very high on my face. Is that even? Probably not, but we will get there. And again, if everything goes wrong, just cover it all in glitter. That's my best advice. And I'm going back in with the LA Girl. This has been, again, a staple in my makeup journey for quite some time. My favorite thing about this is that it has like a little brush on it, so I can like actually like, sometimes I do get very lazy and like I definitely have like brushes where like I can carve it out with an actual brush, but sometimes I just don't feel like doing that. Is it even? Probably not. It will definitely sometime get even. I think I'm gonna go in though for my concealer shade. I have this palette, this Patricia Bright palette that I've had. I want something more fun. I don't like to do anything on my eyes. Like, see how like where I just put my crease, my cut crease? I don't like, and that was a very lazy cut crease. This is how I've been doing my cut crease for years. I never learned how to do any differently. I'm very lazy with it. Is this even blended out? No, it will be getting blended out eventually. But I don't know. I don't like anything dark in there. I like it to get lighter because, again, that's kind of how it goes darker and then it goes lighter on the inner eyes of your eyes. I don't know what I want to do, though. Like, I don't think I'm feeling pink. I think my outfit tonight will definitely be a mix of red and black. That's kind of what I love to wear black. I'm very basic with it. I think it matches everything. So I'm probably not going to do anything pink tonight. What should I do then? I also have this palette that is 7 million years old. It's a Morphe palette, if anyone even remembers what that is. Should I do purple? I kind of do love No Shade to Operetta. She's just on there by coincidence. But like a little bit of purple and red it always gets me. It always gets my thing. So I'm gonna move the whatever this palette is off to the side, and we're gonna go in with this one. Again, I've had this since freshman year of high school. Is this expired? Yes, but I love this shade. This shade always gets me together. This always gets me right. And I don't even know, is Morphe even in business anymore? I feel like last time I heard about Morphe, they literally were like closing down or something. So there's glitter all over my fingers already. I'm gonna go in with another Morphe brush. This is, again, freshman year of high school. The reason if I tell you guys the reason I got into makeup, you guys might understand, or maybe I'll mix a little bit of purple and pink together for this one. It was literally like the beauty gurus of like Nikki tutorials, but like Jeffree Star. Like, I was unfortunately there. And that's why I have so much Morphe stuff. And again, I never like sold it because like they already got my money. Like, I'm just gonna like enjoy it and use it anyway, because like the only person losing from the situation would be myself. But I don't know. I mean, I think Morphe's like done, right? Like, I don't think I hear anything about them. I mean, I'm not really even in the beauty community anymore to be like, what's Morphe up to? But it looks better in person. I feel like this glitter, this little eyeshadow shimmer shade is not looking great on the camera, but I don't know. I love a little bit of color.
Oh my god.
I like to blend a little bit of the shimmer into the other bits of the eye. Again, am I the best makeup artist? No, but I just like to have fun with it, and you guys requested it, so you get to see the tan. I feel like I'm on like a Tana Mojo YouTube tutorial right now, where she just kind of like starts doing things, and like that's what it is. I also do like a little bit on my inner corner. I love a little bit of shadow on it. I get lazy sometimes, so it doesn't always get brung down. And I'm also doing my makeup on a weird angle. Usually I go face forward, so this is a little bit. If it comes out worse, ignore it. Ooh, is she giving purple? Is she doing purple? I think before I go any more with my eyes, because again, I'll get into lashes, I'll get into my lower lash line. I want to get on my concealer, I want to get on my base of makeup, because I think we're pretty good. Again, the main reason I like to kind of do my eyes first is so I can wipe off any sort of extra powder, because sometimes with eyeshadow, things get a little bit funky, a little bit messy. And then before we get into any of my bases, again, for the trans divas out there, for the dolls, I would definitely recommend getting one of these. I just got this off Amazon. My other one broke. It's like a little bit of a facial hair remover, and it gets anything you got off that hasn't been shaved. Hopefully one day I will be able to get electrolysis. I think that's what it's called. I just need to stop spending money on dolls to actually focus on myself. It's just, everything's a journey, right? Everything just takes time. But definitely some of my biggest insecurities is my facial hair and definitely like my personal hair. So this is something I keep in my purse, something I keep in my bag, and it has this one. This is mainly used like for like peach fuzz, but also like for trimming your eyebrows, but I'm just using it for my facial hair today. Ooh, I did that. That was not that hard. Sometimes, again, it is hard to talk about insecurities on the channel, but if I can do it, you guys can do it too. And sometimes I think it's always easier, just like in life in general, like some life advice from Plastic Hearts from Max, is definitely just talking about any issue you guys have, having a trusted friend, having a diary, having you can even talk to your own self. Sometimes I set my camera up and I just talk and talk and talk about my own problems, because like that's definitely how I think you're able to overcome it the easiest. That's my best advice. I think when you're going through a breakup, when you're going through anything changing in your life, any sort of changes, any sort of issue you have, I think talking about it, even to yourself again, even to a friend, I think I'm just rambling on, it just helps things get better. So hopefully, again, me talking about my insecurities will help me get over them eventually, and they are normal. Everyone has issues in their own body, and it's really hard to navigate that. I think definitely, again, it's hard for me, clearly. If you see the room full of dolls, that clearly the escapism is busting through my my veins and my pores, trying something. But yeah, I think just talking about things and just letting them go and sharing them here will hopefully, again, help somebody out. I'm not going to give y'all the best advice for primers because I myself need to get out of the shackles of the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Clearly it's already almost gone, but I need to buy myself a new primer. I need a new formula. If anyone has any opinions and advice in the comments below for a good, cheap, functional budget primer, please let me know. I don't even like this one. It's just the one that I have been buying for the last year because it's like cheap, but I am going to be using this one for today. This is the usual one. Clearly she's gone. I'm not really going to the rave actually today, so we're just going to be using some e.l.f. Sun Touchable. Wow, it has sunscreen in it. And again, priming your face is always, I'm not even that into skincare, to be honest. Like, I don't know that much, girl. But I will say, I think a primer definitely does help me. There's like still eyeshadow all over my face. Just gonna ignore that anyway. Primer just though I think gives me like, actually I don't even know, I forget primer sometimes and my face looks the exact same, still like oily and messy. My only like solution to like having like a face of makeup throughout the day is like keeping powder on me in my purse. I guess I'll show you before we end the video, like later on once I'm done, what I keep with me throughout the day. Like, so if I have to retouch my makeup, because I think that definitely is important too, to retouch yourself throughout the day. That sounds terrible out of context, but yeah, I don't know. Primer could be a hoax, could not be. And I'm just gonna actually just, I'm gonna, instead of wiping off this extra little bit of foundation or eyeshadow, I'm just gonna rub it into my skin. I like to get dirty with it. Now that I forgot this one has a glow to it. I have been using this, but I go so quickly with my makeup that I forget. Another doll advice is some color corrector for the girls. Again, I don't know, maybe I need to branch out from LA Girl, but it's just cheap and I'm so used to knowing how to use this formula that I am obsessed with the color corrector. I like the color correct. Do I even have that much like coloring where that hair would be? Not really, but again, insecurity, so I like to, again, I cannot believe I'm doing this on camera. I like to go a little bit wherever I feel the most insecure. Some days it's better, some days it's not as good. But I like to just go a little bit, and a little bit will do you very, very well. And then with this formula, because this formula is a little bit more, clings to your skin a little bit more, I am going to go as quickly as I can with this. I like to use a very, dense brush. This is another e.l.f. brush. Clearly I got it all in the same, it's a contouring brush, but I like to use it for patting in the color corrector because I just think it makes it good. Color corrector, if you guys don't know, it does correct the color on your skin. It uses like the color wheel or something. I know there's a science to it. It's been so long since I've like researched it though to really remember what the science is. But yes, I enjoy a nice little bit of color corrector. I think it gives me a little bit more confidence. Because I think, honestly, confidence is fake. Like, remember if y'all watched Euphoria, I think it was Maddie who was like, you just gotta fake it till you make it, or whatever she said in that one monologue. I believe that. I truly believe that. Because, like, who is to tell you how confident you could be? I don't know. I like to use the red color corrector, though, to just block out any sort of, blueness on my face, or any sort of, I think that's what it blocks out, I'm pretty sure. And then I will also go in with a green one to kind of correct any red, because obviously there's red on my face. Sometimes I'll go over it again. This one's really low, actually. So I definitely have a lot of redness on like the cheeks of my apples, on my forehead. I just feel like I have a very red undertone skin, so I do like a little bit of green to correct that. And also, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's definitely like a better brush for this, but I don't know, I like this brush. I have it in my collection, and it's just, it gets the job done. It gets the job done. But it is now time to go in with my, my my foundation. Now that we're corrected on the bottoms of us, with the foundation of our skin, it is time to go in with the foundation. I've been using this for a while. I can also should probably branch out. I feel like this is not cruelty free, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to recommend the Maybelline, but clearly mine is almost empty, so I might just keep using it. I don't know, but I need to like wait for it to like come through. I clearly need a new makeup haul, or new overhaul of some new products, so clearly everything's empty. But I like to use like this like extra like little elf thing that I've had in my room. It's just a concealer, but I like to use that to kind of apply the foundation, because I hate a bottle foundation. I am so sorry, I can never get the most out of it. I feel like it's just like so just not serious. It's just not serious, like at all. I do hate a glass bottle of foundation. Clean the concealer wand quite often. Whenever I wash my brushes, I will wash this wand as well, just because yeah, I don't know, I mean, I know it just kind of gets the foundation out, but I like to apply a generous amount to my face. Foundation brushes, but this is the one that I got from Five Below when I forgot every single thing in my makeup kit when I was going to Toy Fair. And I really like it. It's from Five Below. It's like a rounded brush, but I've also been using, I did lose my e.l.f. one. My only goal for this is to have a dense foundation. I have tried, or a dense brush. I've tried so many times in the past to use a sponge, and it's just not my thing. I'm more of a brush girl, so we do pats. We do pats, and we pat it into our face, and we cover up everything we don't like. So all of that redness is goodbye. I think some of the hardest things with me right now, and obviously my journey in life and how I'm presenting myself and how I want to present myself, is the fact that I have a channel, and the fact that I have people who kind of know who I am, and like have watched me for however long they've been watching me. And changing with an audience is harder. I mean, not that I'm not like Miley Cyrus. It's not like I'm being on a pedestal or anything, but like the fact that I have people who like kind of know who I am on the internet and like watch me, and like that kind of thing is definitely always intimidating when it comes to who I am and who I want to be. And the fact that you guys have seen me since I was, what, like 16, 17, is terrifying. I don't want to delete all my old videos, but like it definitely has come across my mind quite a bit sometimes, where like, do I really need the videos of me with a botched haircut on the internet? No, like I don't need those. But like, so for some reason, like I really do still can appreciate the moments when I was super young, and when I was, you know, at not my prime, but when I was posting like every single day on YouTube. Like that was insane. I don't know how I did that. I'm going in with a different one though for my concealer. I don't know how I did that. I think that was kind of crazy boots to post every single day. And were those videos even not good? Like, no, those videos were genuinely terrible. I think I would talk about nonsense half the time, and I still talk about nonsense in my videos. Sometimes I just word vomit and I ramble and I talk about literally nothing, and that's kind of how I am in real life too. Like sometimes I just literally talk about absolutely nothing. And is that gonna ever change? Probably not. I think I'll always talk about nothing forever, like I'm doing it right now. But I can appreciate the times where I really didn't have many friends or any sort of social life, and the only thing I would have was my YouTube channel. And I think that's kind of the reason why a lot of those videos are still posted, and they're still relevant, and they're not relevant, but like still like around. I think the point of that tangent was that I'm just grateful that I've had the community and the space to really be myself and be who I feel like I've been wanting to be forever. And the fact that I'm 20 now, and I'm finally able to kind of grow into myself and have the confidence to really, you know, find myself and find who I want to be and how I want to live my life, and trying to, you know, figure out all the mental blocks of why I don't feel like I've progressed enough. It's been very freeing and very rewarding, I think. Obviously there's people on this channel that not people on this channel, but like obviously like there's people who will never be satisfied. There will always be people like that. And I truly love everyone who watches my content, besides, unless you voted against my rights, girl. That was funny when someone made, oh my, not gonna talk too much about this, but someone made like a hate video on me. It was like they didn't feel included anymore, which I don't really care, honestly. If you voted against me and my community's rights, then I don't think you have any sort of place in the doll community, especially when Monster High and Bratz and a lot of the main doll brands we collect and we love, their entire points are about diversity. Their entire points are about inclusion. And again, maybe that's ill-intended to be like, you don't belong here because you don't think the way I think. But I think that at this point in in the world, at least in America, I guess. I don't think it's about differences. I think it's about your moral compass. And I don't want people who can't even agree with the basic foundation of transgender people deserve rights. Queer people don't deserve to, lose their rights. And immigrants don't deserve to be brutally taken away from their families. And I think that I can use my platform, even though it's a very small platform, even though it's just a doll channel. I want to try to use my platform more, especially with what's currently happening. Obviously, I can't really do anything besides talk and speak my opinion, but I really just want this channel to continue to be a place for everyone to feel welcome, and for just, it's supposed to be like a safe space and so a escapism. That's kind of what it's always been, at least for me. Like, it started off as escapism. It started off as me talking to dolls because I had no one else to talk to dolls about. But I think it's also a place for, change. I think change can definitely happen. Even with a small little channel like this. And I think using your platform and using your voice is always, always, always important. And that's kind of what I'm trying to hopefully do in the next couple of years, I guess, and if however long this channel stays up for. All I know, though, that with however things are continuing to go, I think there will definitely be brighter days ahead. We just have to continue to strive for them, and we have to continue to fight. I don't think that when times are, when things are being taken away, that we should sit and be complacent. I think using our voices, using our platforms, and using any sort of way we can to communicate that we don't want these things happening is the only way where change is going to happen. So if you guys are out there, continue to try to make as much change as you can. Continue to fight for what you believe in, and continue to be yourself, be unique, and be a monster. But I did just do my concealer. I do have two different concealers. This is the one that's fuller, I guess, for my primer. And I do have a little bit of I'm going back into the Dirty Disgusting foundation concealer brush. Again, a nice dense brush will help the creams go really, really smoothly. And then it is time to go on to my powder. We're moving on to the bronzer of the video of the day. I love to bronze it up. I love to get warm. I love to keep it cute. And I just use this e.l.f. bronzer. Again, cheap makeup. As honestly, has it done me dirty? Yes, it's totally done me dirty, but I still stick with it because I live for her. I am gonna put my wig on later, so I don't really need to do too much to my forehead because, girl, those bangs, we're gonna get them done anyway. But we're just gonna bronze up the face. Again, once you use foundation, you definitely need a little bit of bronzer, definitely need a little bit of blush to warm your face up, because obviously a bronzer and a powder is going to take that away. The foundation is gonna take that away. Using, again, you guessed it, an e.l.f. brush with the handle rubbed off. So it's just a bronzer brush from e.l.f. I think e.l.f. sells single brushes, but again, I bought the pack like a million years ago. And I like to also use for my blush. My blush is very, very interesting. I love to change it up with my blush. I like to go in this palette's disgusting. This palette has been, again, 5 years of her living, of her life. This is the Roxy palette. I don't even know where the lid went for it. It broke off quite some time ago. For today's video, and to have it consistent so I can show you guys what I'm actually using, I'm using this Wet n Wild blush that is also Hit Pan. It's in color Bed of Roses. And again, I like to use a little bit of a dense blush, and I like to swirl it around, and I go right on the top of my cheeks. I don't like to do it here. I like to do it like up here. And I do set my face with powder. I'll use a tinted powder in just a minute, but I like to do a little bit of heavier blush right now, kind of before the oh, I need to blend out that bronzer really bad. Actually, I did not do a great job with that. I like to just pack it on, to be honest. I think, again, blush helps bring your face up. Same with the contour and the bronzer. It makes your face look like swoosh. It makes it look a little bit skinnier, girl. And that's what we're going for with this little bit of a transformation in the face world. Again, I think makeup is the best bet for anyone. I'm gonna go in with this random brush from Amazon. I don't know. It's a little bit less dense than the brush I just used for blush, and not as dense as my foundation brush. I'm just gonna, blend my things out a little bit, because I definitely did go a little bit heavy on that and I didn't blend it out perfectly, but I think blending it out always gets you right, girl. Blending it, I feel like you can't blend too much. I mean, you could definitely blend a little bit too much, but I'm gonna go on the side of blending it out a little bit so I don't look like a color stick. And then the next thing we're gonna go into is, this is the one like luxurious product I really live for. This is the kimchi powder. This powder, y'all, is gonna do you right. This is gonna do you right. I'm gonna use it. It's in the shade Peachy. And I need to buy a new one because, I mean, it's actually pretty. It's pretty nicely stocked, but I like to use this one. And I go, whoop, and I like to set my face quite a nice little amount. Put some powder in the little cap and just go, because again, this kind of absorbs like the shine, I would say, on my face. And I definitely don't like to be an oily diva. I definitely like to be on the side of matte, I would say. But again, it does depend on everyone. Everyone's a little bit different. And you could see that it kind of even like took my blush a little bit down a notch, not under the shade of Barbie pink that it was. Also get your neck, girl, because you know the neck is not hiding from you. But yeah, now we're all powdered out, and it is now time for our lashes, which is very, very, very exciting. I do love a little bit of a lash. I like to set my face after powder because, again, my face is a little bit drier, so I'm using Wet n Wild quite again. I did have a Milani powder, but I have not seen that in like 2 months, so that was my better powder. This one is just my powder that I use because I'm cheap and girl, maybe this video is like me. I gotta like start like actually, you know, spending money on makeup. I also like, again, I have a million brushes from the e.l.f. set. It was like 20 brushes, I think, for like, I don't know, a lot. But I like to just set it in a little bit. Maybe this is a bad step. Maybe the makeup girls are gonna be yelling at me, but I like to just like water my face a little bit. And then I like to do, I already have my lashes cut. I already have them pre-cut, so I'm not gonna cut them again for you guys, but I'm gonna find wherever my, I guess these are like, I can't, like, what am I, ooh, one lash. I can't find, I have 2 packs of lashes, and the other pack is more full, so it would look like something's here, but on the screen is the lashes that I use. Again, everything will be hopefully linked in the description with an Amazon affiliate thing, so if you guys choose to find anything from there, it'll support me if you guys choose to buy from it. But the lashes I get are pre-made, and I have these pre-cut. I like to use my lashes like for like about a week before I kind of cut them off and throw them away. Like once they get disgusting, I toss them. But I do use them, reuse them. I think that's fine to reuse them. And then the thing to do with lashes is, I don't even like this glue. I just got it for my birthday, and it's like okay. Like the duo glue is good. I just like the bottle. Like I like the one with like the little the one on the screen as well, girl. I'm not sure, but this is the one I've been using right now. And I just have a pair of generic tweezers, because tweezers will get you right, girl. And it's not like I need to do one eye first, but I like to do this eye first just because I'm used to it. But before I actually even prep my eye, I low-key put the glue on because I love to save time, girl. I love to save a minute. So I'm gonna put the glue on to this lash in the one hand, and I'm gonna have them in tweezers. So I'm not sure how well this tutorial is gonna be, because sometimes with lashes I just kind of go very zappy, but I like to put, again, glue on there. And obviously before you put the lash on your actual face, you need to let it get a little bit tacky, a little bit dry. So I'm gonna have this one drying in this hand, and then in my other hand I use my lash curler and I curl my lash. That was my Jeopardy music. I think I tried looking for Jeopardy music on CapCut once, and I don't think it was there. I use this Maybelline so-called lash when I'm using eyelashes, or when I'm doing lashes, because the actual eyelash doesn't really matter. But when I'm doing a no lash day, I like to use a Thrive mascara that one of my coworkers bought for me, and this is the best mascara ever. Like I love that mascara, but this is just the one that I like to use because it was $1 at the Marshalls, I want to say. And I don't really need this mascara to really do anything with my eyes. I just need it to be black, so the lash will actually seamlessly go in there. And I have to wait another couple seconds for it to get tacky, because you don't want your eyelash slipping and sliding around. And lash glue obviously gets a little bit slippy, a little bit slidey once you well, I have to do my lips after that. My lips are so dry, y'all. Maybe I'll do a little bit of lip balm, because I have to wait so long for this. Or maybe I think I'm ready, actually. I think she's dry enough. So again, I just go really close with it, and I'll probably do this off camera, but just stick it on. Perfect, the lash is on, and then we're gonna stick with just doing this eye right now anyway. Before we get on to doing my eyeliner, I'm just gonna quickly, I like to remove, I had to use this earlier, but I'm gonna use a clean side. I like to remove any sort of foundation or concealer on my lips, so the concealer lips don't happen, and I'm gonna just put a little bit of chapstick on because these lips are dry. But yeah, I can't do the lips that are like, I hate a dry lip. I hate a dry lip. If I have no makeup on, I need my lips to at least be healed. It is here once again. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner, and again, I just got this at Five Below. And if you asked me a year ago, I'd be like, this is just like an eyeliner I buy. This eyeliner is low-key so tea. The amount of times I've gone home and I low-key slept in my makeup and the eyeliner is still on in the morning, gag it. This is a really good eyeliner, honestly. It's currently my favorite eyeliner I have. It's my only eyeliner I have. I used to use the Maybelline eyeliner, and I dried it out. Like, they made the cap differently, and it just kept drying out. So this one's my absolute favorite right now. It's only like $5. But I'm just gonna put it on this. I don't know how to do this with you guys, to be honest with you. I'm going to try my hardest. I'll use a little bit of a smaller mirror. Maybe a handheld will help me. I don't really know how to describe to you how to do eyeliner. I just kind of like do it, but I'll show you guys maybe. Oh, I do like to connect the lash to my actual eye, so maybe that'll help. This one's, I can't talk during eyeliner, so I'm sorry. One thing that I've been doing really recently, this is just how my eye looks. Like, look at the lash, no lash tee. It's getting spooky, babes. I love a winged lash. I love a winged. And I can't describe how to do a wing. You just gotta go for it. You just gotta go for the wing. I don't know how to tell y'all. Ooh, sometimes it looks like this. So, just gonna remove that. Sometimes, y'all, it doesn't turn out right the first time. Sometimes you just gotta keep moving. Okay, now I think I'm happy with how it goes. So before we get into my other eye, I want to show you guys one more secret trick that I like to do. I have this little eyeshadow brush, also Wet n Wild from the dollar store for $1. You gotta holler. I go in with the palette that I'm trying so hard to hit pan on so I can throw it away. I like to use the black, and I just go around my lower lash line. And then sometimes I like to smoke out my my wing a little bit, so I go along the line of the wing and I just tap it in, set it a little bit, and get a little bit more smoky. Love just the look of my eye looking crazy. And then obviously when you use a little bit of it, also go in with this Wet n Wild. I think this is also the breakup proof one, but it is just the rolly little thing, and you just kind of put it on in like so. Whoosh. So now let me do the other eye off camera, and I'll be back with you guys for lips, and then I'll give you guys my outfit. And we are back. Both eyes are done. Are the eyeliner twins sisters? No. No, they're not sisters. They're cousins, distant cousins, you know, acquaintances. The winged eyeliner is never going to be equal. Unfortunately, girls, like, no matter how hard you tried, at least in my experience, my girls will never ever be equal, but that's okay. We're gonna quickly do my eyebrows now that everything is finally coming to a close. Sometimes I like to use this like little like mascara. It's an eyebrow gel mascara, so it's fine. I don't love this one though. Sometimes it looks cakey on my brows. A little bit crazy boost, but I also low-key love to use this eyeshadow palette. I use this color in specific right here, and I think it fills in my eyebrows. I use another one of my e.l.f. mascara fan brushes, but I like to just kind of pencil in my eyebrows with it. I don't really do my eyebrows every day, to be honest. Sometimes my eyebrows just don't even exist on my face. Like, I don't even think they're like, even real. But when I do remember my eyebrows exist, I like to just fan it in, and I just like to make them a little bit darker. That's really all I do. I don't got anything crazy with my eyebrows. I'm very grateful that my eyebrow shape is, I think, like, I've been told my eyebrows are good. Do I really even know if that's true? No, I don't really care about eyebrows, to be honest with you guys. One day, hopefully, I will grow past that. I feel like, hopefully, like, when I'm making my, like, 2026, 2027 makeup tutorial, I will hopefully have better brows. But honestly, y'all, I was low-key so scared to make this video for some reason. Like, I don't know, like, why. Like, I think just the starting off on the camera with no makeup is so spooky to me. Like, it's just, like, again, too vulnerable for me. But honestly, even with no makeup, I still felt very connected, even though I'm just talking to a camera in my room. I know Plastic Nation, y'all, I know y'all eat it up every time. I know a lot of y'all, again, I get like a couple hate comments, but I'm very fortunate that my journey of my YouTube career or whatever, I have not gotten like terrible people in my mentions. A lot of the people here are super sweet, super kind, so I'm very grateful for that. So I don't know, maybe I just overthink things too much, but yeah, I think hopefully, the point of me saying that was hopefully I can do more makeup reviews if you guys like this kind of video, because I definitely want to do something. I'm going to Kesha concert soon, and I'm not even done the makeup, and I'm already talking about doing more of it. Let's get into the lips, though, because I know that's what the girls have been asking for. I use two different lip shades sometimes. I kind of go between the two. This is the LA Colors, y'all. Y'all know me, I'm not crazy with it. I have Big Deal, and I have Beloved. Beloved is my personal favorite. Big Deal is cute. It's just a little bit too too peachy for me sometimes, so I definitely do have to go darker and lighter, and I like to lighten up my lips with lip gloss. But this is the shade of Beloved. I think it's so gorgeous on my skin, so I'm gonna shut up and do it quickly. I personally hate lining my lips. I think a lot of people can do it really, really well. I think whenever I line my lips, I look terrible. It just doesn't, like, I don't know how to do it. So one day maybe I'll get into lip liner, but for now I just like to do a little bit of lipstick. And honestly, again, as a trans woman, I was so scared of lipstick for a really long time. Even like the first couple years of me really even doing makeup in my room at 3 in the morning. Like, that's for the dolls out there, I'm gonna say, I'll give y'all more advice. Continue to just practice makeup. Practice makeup, because that's the only way you're gonna get good at it. I used to practice at 3 in the morning during COVID. I might have said that already in this video, but that's the only way you're gonna do it. Just continue to try to practice. But the point of that was that even when I was so scared of makeup and lipstick, I was always so scared of being like a lipstick, what's the pig in lipstick? I think that's like a saying, or maybe I'm saying it wrong. But you know, with the current year, I've been very, very confident in lipstick, and I think it makes me feel very fish. But to top the lipstick off, I like to use this. This is an Ultra Lip Argan Oil Broadway lip gloss. I got this at a hair salon, hair store like a million years ago, and they have it on Amazon, and I buy it in like a 12-pack. I have so many of these. I just kind of love to put them in my purse. And there's already lipstick on it because I like to just put it on. It gives you a nice little gloss, and it smells pretty good. I haven't had any issues with this. I've been using this since, again, freshman year of high school, so I have been very, very lucky. Boosh. I'm gonna powder down whatever's on my neck. I don't know where that came from. I have been pulling on my thing. But before we get into my outfit, and before we get into it all, I do want to go over and I want to do my highlighter, and I'm gonna do a little bit more. I think I just made the rash on my neck worse. I'm just gonna put a little choker over it. If y'all are a blush girly like me, you'll get into the tea. So I go back in with this. I actually found the lid for this. Is this disgusting? 100%. It's broken. It's taped, girl. I need a new blush palette. But I'm using the Revolution Roxy blush palette. And I like to go in with, I know this is for like the black girls, but I like to do a little bit of it. And I like to go a little bit just to tap it on in. Just to like tap it on, because I love a vibrant brush. I want to give Sabrina Carpenter in the terms of I want a bright blush. I just think it makes me look snatched. I think it makes me look fish, and hopefully one day, I know like in like a couple years I'll be like, why did you put so much blush on your face? But for now, maybe I live, and I don't know, I think it looks really fun. And it's not too much, not too lit. I mean, it's a lot. I love a lot of blush. And sometimes I'll have the men in my life that'll be like, why do you look like so red there? No, baby, I look fish, mama. I look fish. And then, again, one more step that I do before I finish off this look is my highlighter. My favorite highlighter ever is my Fenty Beauty highlighter. This is in the shade Wada Brat. There's like shit all over it, actually. And it's this gorgeous, I just put my finger in it. This gorgeous pink. Perfection. I like to use also another one of my Morphe brushes. This is I only ever use this for highlighter, so there's no eyeshadow on it. I like to just put a little bit on the pan and I go whoosh, 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 whoosh. And I like to, again, make my face look super, super snatched. And I like to bring everything up. I like to bring up all of my face. And I love this highlighter so much. It's my favorite highlighter ever. I am so sure there are definitely cheaper options to a gorgeous glittery. Like, I feel like it's so glittery. So clear, and I love it. I do a little bit on my nose. I do a little bit on my brow bone, because I love a little bit of glitter there. And then sometimes when I'm feeling crazy, because again, this is more of a rave look, I like to shove it all over my eyeballs. I love a little glitter, mama. Ooh, and I probably should not wash this brush because it is now gonna have makeup all over it. But yes, I do love a thick, glittery, pink, pretty little highlighter. So I think I'm done with my makeup. Also, I would say I do sometimes cycle through a Too Faced lip injection if I want to feel plumped, but that's pretty much the base of my makeup, so I guess I'll be back with you guys when I'm all ready, and I'll give you guys some final thoughts. Smooches. And we are all dressed and ready for the activities. Let me show y'all the full outfit, because I have this little skirt that I live for, these boots. Wait, y'all. These boots are... Ooh. How do I show y'all these boots? These are my boots. I have some fishnets on. And again, it is themed for a little bit of a Halloween, Friday the 13th. That's like that's the theme of what we're going for today. I have a little bit of a black hair for the teen Vogue part. Before we end off this video though and say our goodbyes and we go diva it up and diva it out, I want to show you guys everything I have in my purse and what I bring to be a baddie on the go, because y'all know the makeup loves to slide and smooth, and especially when you're out and about, girl, you need some little things. So first thing I like to bring is my Fit Me powder. This has been, she's been here. It also though has a little bit of a mirror though, so you can clock it on the go. And then obviously I have a little brush. I mean, it doesn't really matter what brush you could bring. I mean, I like a little bit of a dense brush to really make sure, girl, the sweat is seeping out of my mouth and out of my mouth, girl. And like, just to like make sure, girl, you're good. It doesn't really matter what kind of brush. I mean, I like a little bit of a dense brush because I like to do a 2-in-1 sometimes when I'm on the go, girl. This is the bag I have. It's a Primark Bratz bag. Probably bought like $2 back in the day. I think I bought this back in like 2021, 2022. So I like to have one brush for 2 items because I'm literally the reincarnation of Tana Mojo. So again, I have the same concealer that I've been talking about in this video, LA Colors Girl. And then I just bring both eyeliners that I also mentioned. I have another brush just in case, I guess. I always like lash glue in your tweezers. If you're wearing lashes, my #1 biggest lifesaver of the day is always have your glue and your tweezers with you, because sometimes, girl, that sweat drips and those lashes fly off. So I like to have them just so I can retouch them. Again, the mirror we have, and then I also like to bring my lipstick, my lip gloss, and I also have a chapstick. I don't have it with me, but like I'll bring, not this one. Don't ever bring these outside, because girl, if you're outside, your fingers are bound to get like dirty. I like to have one like this, where you can just like on the go. Don't touch I don't like touching my face when I'm in public. I have a hand sanitizer in my purse. My purse always has a hand sanitizer. Let me know if you want to, what's in my purse bag? What's in my purse video, girl? We'll talk about that. But yeah, I like to have something that I don't have to have on. I don't want to touch my face, but yeah, that's like my makeup bag, little rambles, I guess. But yeah, that was kind of a really fun little makeup tutorial. Hopefully we can do these more often. I really enjoy being able to sit down with you guys and talk, and hopefully the dolls, hopefully I gave some sort of advice that was helpful. I honestly already forget, but yeah, thank you guys though so much for joining me in today's video. All the products I use will hopefully be in the description below, y'all, and have a really fun and festive summer. And not my fishnets being on the chair, but girl, love you guys. Smooches. Bye, y'all. Alright, just a little update if anyone was wondering. I did actually change my makeup quite a bit from what I ended up with from this video. I did like purple eyeshadow with some red elements, and I ended up also bringing Frankie Stein with me. I dressed up my Monster Fest Frankie again. This is the same Frankie I brought from Pride, and we divvied it out, we divvied it up. So I just want to show you guys my updated makeup look and that Frankie was able to join us. Wig.